Okay, but now I want you to bring it back down to baby bonding. So for for people who, you've, of course, you've taught about this, like the attachment is our primary drive and context for living. And the science shows us there's no more important factor than attachment. And just for the people who are unclear, when it comes to the terms of parent and child, because we know, of course, attachment can happen happens in all other relationships too. But when it comes to parents and children, what does attachment mean as it pertains to that relationship?
Well, first of all, we got to reverse it. I taught a course at university for many years. In fact, it was designed for me called Parent-Child Relations. And I said, you got it wrong. It's child-parent relations.
Mm.
But they said, that's not proper English. I said, well, that's too bad because then there's a problem with English, is that, no, you have to have the most dominant. I said, well, it's a bottom-up arrangement. If your baby is not attached to you, doesn't latch on to you, if the fetus is not attached to you, it will never grow. It's a bottom up arrangement. Yes, it's very good if
Yeah.
parents love their children, but that's not the point. The primary point is we can't take care of those who are not attached to us. The earth couldn't take care of those who were not attached to it. This is the bottom line. So the whole idea of hold on to your kids is that you're preserving the attachment that enables you to take care of your child. That's what you're doing, is you're preserving that connection because that is everything. And so the brain, the problem with humans is that is that we have mobility. We're animated. We're animals. We move. So animals have a problem in that they can't just keep in sight, in sound, in smell. There has to be something else. Like, so the question the brain is trying to answer is how to hold close when apart.
Mm.
How to stay near when apart, because survival lies in nearness and nighness. And so, well, first of all, it's through the senses, through being in sight and smell and touch and in sound and hearing. But by the second year of life, it already goes, well, if we can't be with, then at least we can be like. And by the
Mm.
third year, well, if we can't be like, at least we can belong to, that is, be part of or on the same side of as.
Mm.
Well, that runs out, and then it goes to, well, if we can't be on the same side as and part of, then at least we matter to, because
Mm.
people hold close that which they hold dear. And so by the fourth year of life, it should unfold. And then it goes, hey, wait, we're creatures of emotion. So the 5-year-old is all about giving his heart to whomever he's attached to. I love you, mommy. I'll stay with you forever. I'm going to marry you. I'm going to marry this. And so it's emotional. Now, when we're grown ups, we talk about that as love and intimacy and all of those kinds of things. And that's what makes our heart go round. And now we're in the realm of poetry, and now in the realm of literature and all of our, songs and so on. Well, that's all about this. But what is it about? It's about our way the brain is developing attachment so that relationship survives being apart. And
Mm.
the relationship is actually the place where we get forever. Your mom is your mom, dead or alive. Your dad is your dad, dead or alive, for better or for worse. Oh
Mm.
my goodness, we've got permanence. Well, that's what the brain
Mm.
is all about, is trying to establish permanence. And so, and then finally, that in the 6th year of life, if everything happens as it should, then the 6-year-old wants there to be nothing in between, to have no secrets in between. And so shares all that is within his heart to whomever he's given his heart. The
Mm.
tragedy is that children's attachments these days are not developing. So they're not able to hold on when apart. Now, when a child is stuck in samesies and sameness, then it occurs to them that they belong with those that they look the same as, talk the same as, that is, others' children. But other
Yeah.
children can't
Mm-hmm.
take care of them. It's a
Mm-hmm.
non-viable attachment. And so North American society has taken a terrible turn. Pure attachments are non-viable. They don't serve an evolutionary purpose. And yet we have put them up there as primary because the adults in today's society are peer oriented. They think
Mm-hmm.
they belong with those of the same age that are like them. No, no, you belong in cascading care groupings, parents and children and grandparents and ancestors. These are the natural bottom-up villages that a child is meant to be raised in. It's quite simple and self-evident once you see it. And you see what the brain is trying to do. The brain is trying to help you, help hold close when apart. Hence the title of the book, Hold On to Your Kids. We're just an extension of what the brain is trying to do, is preserve that connection, because everything grows out of that connection.
And you're describing, that, it's funny because you talked about Maslow had it wrong, but like survival is dependent on all these attachments,
Yeah,
right?
it was
Like
just upside
it's
down.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was just
Um,
upside down. It's attachment is first,
mhm.
and survival is the result. There is
Mm.
no reflex in the baby for survival.